All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get these things launched out to you because I'm really trying to pursue this message. But before we go any further, if you haven't, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you know when we drop another video because we can get these users up, we can get these followers up. Get these followers up and subscribers up so we can find a way to help the fathers and some of the mothers as well. So I'm not going to leave them out, but I'm really trying to start bringing kids on the show. So if you got disrespectful kids, how about having them come join my show so we can talk? I don't like saying my show or the show, so we can talk. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna coddle them like other people do. I'm just not gonna do that. Um, this story right here took place in 2013, and I was unaware of this happening, or I simply just don't remember it. But I have the world's best memory, and it, it almost broke me of kids falling off because we got no good parents out here. So this is Tiffany Moss out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, and killed her 10-year. That's not the worst part of it. And we're going to come back for a lot of commentary. So let's go.
Youth tonight, a stepmother found guilty of murdering her 10-year-old stepdaughter. Now the question, whether she'll be sentenced to death for the crime.
Say Moss deliberate 10-year-old Ermani weighed around 30 pounds when she died. This afternoon, a jury found Moss guilty of murder. Now they're weighing whether she should face a death penalty.
Right there, automatically. My question, and I'm probably putting the cart before the horse in this conversation, but what in the hell was the father thinking? What was he doing to where he's sitting here watching his 10-year-old daughter starve to death, and this broad is feeding her children right in front of this little girl's face for torture. It gets worse.
We have team coverage at the courthouse. Richards and Caitlin Ross both following the case today. Caitlin, let's start with you. Tiffany refused to allow attorneys to represent her at trial. She did not present any evidence in her defense, never questioned witnesses. She never took the stand. No closing argument today. This verdict, not much of a surprise here.
This broad so damn stupid, and I don't even know if she's still alive. And for for the most part, I don't give a damn if she is. I could care less if she is or not. She deliberately starved a baby to death. This little baby was 10 years old. and weighed 32 pounds, which is the size of a 3-year-old. This is, I keep telling you, people, dudes, stop bringing people around your baby. I mean, the women will say that quickly to a man, or the women will tell other women to say that quickly. Don't bring all these dudes around your child, and rightfully so. But the father don't get no respect from me either because he's a bum too.
Seemed surprised at all. She sat there stone-faced, really just no expression at all. We didn't see any expression from any of her family members either, and none of them.
Oh, going in there, this broad decided to represent herself, but didn't present any evidence, present any witnesses or anything. And the judge even had to snap on her. Like, hey, you're up here for decorations. You haven't presented anything to the court. What was the purpose of this? See, this is the mentality. This is why I keep saying, dudes, you need to start doing a a wellness check on these women's brains, man, because it's starting to be stupid. It's starting to be stupid. But once again, I'm not on the father's side either.
They returned the verdict just 3 hours after they went out for deliberations. They took about an hour break for lunch. So this wasn't a hard decision for them to make. They all looked directly at Tiffany Moss as that verdict was read. Some of those jurors gave their arguments. It was an impassioned argument, incredibly emotional. The assistant district attorney at times almost shouting, pointing her finger directly at Tiffany Moss, saying she is the person guilty for 10-year-old Ermani's death.
Ermani was nothing. She was a nuisance. She was ugly. She was nothing. She was a pain. She was disposable. She was trash.
Now, I get the district attorney has a job to do. I get that, but she's bringing a little bit of passion, but it's not the deep passion in which when you hurt a black child, when you kill a black child, the I will say this, the black sisterhood will completely go off, and I applaud her for bringing this little bit of passion, but to me it was obviously enough, but to me I need to see a sister snapping on this broad who's over there smiling and laughing and won't question any witnesses, and even when her husband, which is Ermani's father, went up to the stand to testify, she just stared at him and smiled at him. I don't.
She was trash. But she wasn't. She wasn't. She was a child. She was a daughter. She was a...
Okay. You see what I'm saying? This is why you need a sister going in on this broad, because obviously she was a daughter. That's what got me right there. Whose daughter was she? Because obviously they didn't treat her like a daughter. The father or the stepmama or the mother, whose daughter was she? They didn't treat this baby like
Ermani. She was Ermani. And she mattered.
There were people in that courtroom for Ermani. Her grandmother was there, her grandmother who tried so many times to get custody of Ermani. Her aunt was there, her fourth grade teacher.
Now, her grandmother was there, and her fourth grade teacher was there, and her aunt was there. Now, let's go back a little bit, because the stepfather, the father, took custody of her, but he was already involved in a 2004 domestic abuse charge, but they awarded him custody of Ermani. And why in the hell did you not see that you couldn't take care of her like you wanted to, or you didn't want to take care of her because you got a stupid, jealous, dumb, Lord, I don't want to curse, dumb stepmother that hated this baby's existence and starved her out, baking cookies and other food in front of her and not letting her eat. And this baby was reduced to 10 years old, 32 pounds. I just don't like people, man. I don't like, I literally hate you.
Who gave the most heartbreaking testimony, saying she would never forget Ermani's beautiful smile. But this entire time, Tiffany Moss didn't say anything about Ermani. She didn't say anything in her own defense. And it was something that even the judge found peculiar. Doug Richards was also in the courtroom today, and the judge talked about this.
Well, yes, that's true. He did, Caitlin. And you know, Tiffany Moss has really thrown herself on the mercy court in a most unusual way. She has declined to mostly question jurors, mostly declined to make any motions, to even offer any cross-examination of any of the prosecution's witnesses against her, and to make her own behalf. To mount some during the penalty phase.
Ms. Moss, I feel compelled to mention that, of course, you've decided not to present any evidence in mitigation. There's certain things that I want you to make sure that you've given some consideration to. Certainly, ma'am, you could testify in your own defense and present mitigating evidence.
She didn't even, you see how the judges happened? You wasted taxpayers' money taking this to trial, and you did not bring any defense, which is why I don't think, that's better for me, because how are you going to defend what you've done? And let's get back on this stupid damn father. We'll do that right after this.
For them what it is that you think that they need to know in fairness about you, your circumstances, or anything else connected with this crime.
And the defendant in this case listened to Judge Hutchinson, and then when she was asked if she would give any arguments on her own behalf during the death penalty phase of the trial, she remained silent. District Attorney Danny Porter, in open court today, opined that Moss's defense actually might be effective in its own unusual way, and we will have more on that tonight at 6. Back to you.
All right, Doug, I saw you tweet out that you saw at least 4 jurors wiping their eyes as the DA's team made their closing arguments. So such a contrast, emotion.
This is effed up. And for the life of me, don't understand why you guys, especially this dude. Now listen to what he did. Listen to what he did. And she sitting there looking at this guy at the at the podium testify against her. Now, here's my question. What role did he play in this? Because he played a role. He definitely played a role in this. And the role was for his testimony, he helped her burn this baby's body and throw it in the apartment complex dumpster. You are a loser, dude. You're a loser. Just like this broad, you are a effing loser, man. You suck at life. Why are we this? For the life of me, can't blame just the mama on this. The stepmama. You got to blame the mama, the biological mama, and the daddy too. But she carried out the act. She definitely needs to be hurry up and get her in the electric chair, because from what I know now, that's 2019 and she hasn't been, if I'm not mistaken, she hasn't been executed yet. But I'm telling you, give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause if you feel like I do. Give me a round of applause in the comments if you feel like I do, because this broad needs to. I'm surprised that the inmates ain't got her yet. Give me a round of applause if you feel like I do. Give me another one. Yeah. Give me another round. Give me another round of applause if the inmate justice should get it. I just don't understand, bro. What makes you want to take a baby's life and the father help put this baby in a trash can? Your own flesh and blood, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody help me with this because I don't get it. I'm sorry if I missed any comments, but this thing kind of hurt my heart. It's hurt my heart really bad. I'm trying to pull up a picture of her for you guys to see how beautiful she was. It's not going to let me do it. Let me remove this. It's not going to let me put a picture up of her up. I can't go either way on this one because I can't go one way. I can't. You guys don't deserve children. A lot of you people don't deserve children. And when they're a blessing, and I'm telling you something good from experience. I'm telling you something good from experience. These kids are a blessing. This baby was beautiful. If this was wrong, man. This is wrong. Picture up here. please leave your comments in the comment section, and we'll go and pray for the little baby. That God Almighty. I mean, why don't you just give the baby to somebody that could take care of her? And I know it's not a lot of trustworthy communities out here, like foster care ain't trustworthy anymore. Group homes are vanishing. So I have a youth foundation myself, and I'm trying to better it right now for kids to be able to have a place to stay and have somebody to trust. Uh, if you haven't hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. Um, we'll be back tomorrow. Always hit the notification button as well, so you'll know when we drop it. Father's Podcast signing off.